Good evening, everybody. Welcome to CW Live. My name's Chris Webb, Head of Communications at the CW. Tonight, joining us for a very, very special session is President of the CW, Karen Rose, General Secretary Dave Ward, and Deputy General Secretary Telecoms and Financial Services, Andy Kerr. Good evening, everyone.
Evening.
Phenomenally, actually more than we've ever had in the history of the union across all constituencies. We've been live for 1 minute and we've got 3,200 people on with us live. So that's absolutely phenomenal. And it's also befitting of the moment that we're in, because the plan for tonight is Karen is going to make what is a major announcement on behalf of the union. We're then going to have a short video played for you all, and followed by statements by Andy Kerr and Dave Ward. There's going to be lots and lots of opportunities following this session for further engagement, lots of Q&As, both broken out right across BT Group, Openreach and EE. But tonight is about a very special and very important announcement as we've hit the 5,000 people live mark. So this really is some phenomenal stuff. Before I hand over to Karen, we'll say, please let us know where you're watching from. Let us know how long you've been a member of the union. Let us know you're supporting the union. But at this moment right now, I want to hand over to President of the CW, Karen Rose.
Thank you, Chris, and good evening, everybody. And thank you very much for joining us this evening. So we have an important announcement to make to you this evening. And this is to tell you that your union has tried everything possible to resolve the points of disagreement that there are between us and BT, Openreach and EE, and to do that in an amicable way. You as members, of course, via the votes cast in the consultative ballot last year, did the same. But tonight I'm here to announce that the CW executive, the TNFS executive, have wholeheartedly, they have, with wholehearted support, of the branches in a mass forum today, have taken the decision to move to an official national industrial action ballot. And now we're asking for your support. So we will formally set out the exact timetable in the coming weeks, but the decision has been made, and all branches, representatives and members must now make winning the ballot their number one priority. We need everybody to vote, and we need everybody to vote yes. This is a historic day for us all, and I'm sure that we will see history made again several more times in the coming weeks and months. I know some of you will be nervous about industrial action and about the ballot, especially as many of you will have never experienced this situation before, and we will do everything possible to ease those concerns and to ensure that you have any questions that you have answered. In the coming weeks, through home mailings, live sessions, videos, podcasts, text and emails, we will leave no stone unturned, and we will use every media at our disposal to make sure every member understands what is at stake. It's time for us all to make a stand, and it's time for you to get behind your union. It's time for every single member to say, count me in. I'm incredibly proud of the support that you've all shown us so far, but now we need more. And we will win this ballot, and we will win this dispute. And now what I'm saying to you is, let's go to work.
Thank you, Karen, and that's fantastic. And normally in these sessions, we put as many of your comments on screen as we possibly can. The reason we haven't done so far tonight is because there's just too many to share. So we'll try and get to some of those in a second. I need to tell you as well that we've now got 6,500 people watching live, which makes it by far the biggest on live session the union's ever done. So that's absolutely fantastic. So we're going to come to Andy and Dave shortly, but before that, we've got a very short video to play you. I hope you enjoyed that video. Just a bit of an interlude, really, as we hit the 7,000 mark. So phenomenal stuff from all of you who've tuned in. What a response. I'm sure if BT management were thinking that you weren't with your union, they'll already be thinking again. What you can do, though, let's get it even higher. Please share the link. Please get it out to as many colleagues as possible. And of course, it's available on Catch Up. So, you can share the link tomorrow and into next week, and let's get as many people possible watching this show. I'm just about to hand over to Andy, but we want to start getting some of those comments on screen. So we're asking you now, if you're standing with your union and you're going to vote yes in this industrial action ballot, simply put, I'm voting yes in the comment box, and we'll share as many of them as we possibly can. Right now, I'm going to hand over to our Deputy General Secretary for Telecoms and Financial Services, Andy Kerr. Over to you, Andy.
Thanks, Chris. And it's great, as you say, Chris, that there are many people's actually on this call tonight, this video call. Brilliant response, and thanks everybody for taking the time out for being part of this. We've took a momentous decision, and as the video just showed you, this is the first time we have really argued for a national strike since 1987, and it shows that we have been accommodating over the years. We have worked with the company over the years. We've went through many transformations, many changes with this company, and we've always managed to work our way through it. We've had a number of spats during that time, but it's never reached to the stage that we are today. And we didn't take the decision lightly to decide to ballot our members. We have been trying to speak to the company, and we have made some progress in some aspects of our discussions with the company. But there's major issues in there, major issues around the redundancies, around the closure programs in sites, and around pay and pay-related issues regard to some of the unagreed pay points we've had. We don't see any movement at this point in time from the company. And we have used the consultative ballot. We thought we'd had that consultative ballot. Brilliant turnout from us all. 75% turnout, 97% yes. And we thought then that the company would wake up and say, no, the union, you are speaking for your members. Let's sit down and let's have those conversations that we need to do. But no, we haven't had that. They believe that they are speaking for their employees. They believe they have the USA programs and surveys that they do, and they don't see that you are upset in any way, shape or form. So the question is the union right, what we are arguing, or is the company right? And there is only one way to resolve that, and that is what we're doing now. We are still prepared to meet with the company, and we will meet with the company, and we'll try and work our way through it over the next few days and weeks. But we're gearing up now, gearing up for the industrial action ballot. And that ballot will take place in a few weeks. As Chris has said earlier, we will sort out that timetable exactly. And it'll be a timetable that we want to put forward. But the intention is quite clear. If we don't get the movement from the company, we will ballot for industrial action. And that is a major step forward. So I'm asking the company, and I know there'll be managers in this call tonight because they always are, why don't you speak to your senior people in the company, and why don't you ask them to get some movement into where the CW want to be? We are willing to make our way through this. We are willing to go forward in the transformation this company needs and will have over the next few years. But I say again to you now, if you go against the CWU, if you try to do it without our agreement, if you try to make that transformation without taking us on board, you do it at your peril. You do it at your peril. Because we will not stand down now. We have made our decision and we'll go forward. And I am absolutely confident that we can put our arguments across to you, the members, and you'll understand what we're saying to you quite clearly. And you will back the CWU and you will back your union. Because we have always backed our members. We've always spoken for our members. And we know we have the support of our members in this struggle. So thanks very much. We have made this great announcement tonight. You'll see much more from us in the next few weeks. But please get out there, speak to your friends and your colleagues in the workplace. Make sure that they understand the arguments as we put them forward. Make sure that they vote in this coming ballot and make sure they vote yes in it. So thank you all for coming on tonight. I have no doubt over the next few weeks we'll be seeing each other in many occasions in this. But please look out for your texts, look out for your emails and home mailings that we intend to do next week to you. And please read them. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Andy. Just to let you know that contribution from yourself and Karen's been received so positively. Over 7,500 people live, phenomenal, breaking all of our records online. So that really is inspiring to us and the work we're trying to do as well. So please keep sharing. As Andy said, we've got loads and loads of communications. We're going to be doing lots of these live sessions, podcasts, home mailings, texts, emails, and all forms of communication possible to get the message out to every single member right across the UK. So, over the next few weeks, you will be hearing lots and lots from your union. Keep letting us know you're voting yes as well, because I'm trying to keep up with you. You're beating me all ends up tonight, please. But we'll get as many of those comments online as we possibly can. I'm now going to hand over to our General Secretary, Dave Ward. Dave.
Yeah, thanks, Chris, and thanks everybody for joining us tonight. It's a really important moment when you take the decision to move to an industrial action ballot. And as Andy and Karen have both said, the CW doesn't take that decision lightly. But by even the most basic standards of our employer, a big employer like BT should be treating its workforce, their actions at the moment are completely unacceptable. And I believe would be unacceptable to any workers in the country. In the last year, our BT members have proven their worth time and time again during the pandemic. You're key workers, you've kept the country connected throughout that period. And, there's a growing consensus in the UK. You're seeing it every night on your TV, that employers have to act more responsible when they deal with issues like transforming the company. They have to give their workers a say over their own future. That's the view that's growing in this country. And at this particular time, BT have decided to do exactly the opposite. They've decided to go on a transformation plan. We're only a few months into that plan now. So it's going to last for 4 or 5 years. And as that video said, if you want to have a say over your future, your job, your terms and conditions, then it is now or never. You have to get behind the union. Doesn't matter what part of the company you work in, their plans are definitely about introducing compulsory redundancy, making a tax on workers' terms and conditions, and site closures without any consultation with the union or with the workforce. It is unacceptable for BT to be doing that. And we have to stand up against them. Look, we know we're an experienced union in dealing with disputes. And I'm saying to you as an experienced negotiator, the way you get the agreement that the workers deserve is to get behind the union completely. Show BT that you are supporting the union. We're in this for the long haul. We know what this means to you, to your future. And we're going to give it everything we can to ensure that we get the biggest possible return on the ballot and the biggest possible yes vote. Now, we've done well in the last few weeks. We've transformed communications with our own members, with our own reps and with our branches. You've done a great job for us in returning the vote on the consultative ballot. But we need you now to raise that game even higher. We need a bigger return than what we got in that consultative ballot. And you're going to play a crucial role in that. So our branches, our reps, and ourselves are going to be communicating with you throughout the next few weeks. And that in itself will show BT that we really do mean business. So please get behind the union. It's time for you now to choose sides. You're entitled to a say over your future. This is a company that could be doing so much better. It could transform itself in such a better way. And what it really boils down to is this. They've got to make a decision whether they want to change the company and transform it with the workforce or despite you. And at the moment, let's be absolutely clear, They've chosen the latter. They want to introduce change on their terms for one reason, because they're pandering to the investors. They're pandering to short-termism to deal with the share price and put the profits before a real transformation plan that brings benefits to customers, to the workforce, and to shareholders. So look, this is the moment. Please get behind the union. We're going to be coming out to you a lot. We've got a big challenge ahead of us. We can't do the type of face-to-face meetings that we would normally do, but with your help, we're convinced that we're going to get that yes vote. We'll get over that threshold of 50%, and we will get you the agreement that you deserve on your future. Thanks very much.
Well done.
Firstly, to say thank you to all of our panelists for the contributions tonight. I think they've been excellent. Secondly, and more importantly, I think, is to say thank you to all of our reps across the country who are doing a fantastic job, and over the coming weeks are going to come under tremendous pressure from the company when we press this button. So get behind your reps in the local workplaces. It's really important. And most important of all, though, thank you to all of our members. Over 7,500 of you joined us live, and we know now over 40,000 views on this session overall already. Absolutely phenomenal stuff, record breaking for the CW as a whole union. So really, really inspiring. So as Dave, Andy and Karen have said, loads more information coming at you over the coming weeks and months. No one's going to be left not knowing what to do when that ballot paper lands on their doormat. So from us, our simple message, start where Karen, finish where Karen started, which is it's time to make a stand, and it's time for this union to make a little bit more history. So good night, everybody, and we hope to see you very, very soon.